Hey guys, Ryan here, and today we are broadcasting here from the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway, and we will be broadcasting here for the Misfitz Racing League. The start of their second round of their playoffs starts tonight for the Truck Series here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and let's see what we got. So right now it looks like, who's that? I don't know paint schemes because everybody's swapped up paint schemes, so that's Blitzkrieg actually out in front. Over, I believe that's Bob Goes Heels up in the top two with him. Yeah, so here we go. Lions looking to try and make the move on. Oh, now that move is actually going to be with the lead, but yeah, kind of a bummer there with Blitz spinning out like that. Yeah, let's see. We got Blitzkrieg. Oh, not Blitz. Sorry, Lions and Bob battling it out, and oh, it looks like they're gonna go 3 wide there with the 54 truck, trying to squeeze it 3 wide, but ends up falling back after being put on the bottom. Okay, and JP Big Dog spun out as well. Man, this is a mess of a race already. Got the 88 there, Joe, driving a very intimidator scheme. And Bailey down there on the inside line. We got Deep Rev in that 39. We got Lions driving the number 29 there. Still led by Bob Goes Heels, though. Then we got Emphatic. Okay, so Emphatic's the one of the, 59 truck there. Or 54. I can't really tell the number. 59. Okay. Sporter in the 60. Then we got J-Prev in the 9. We got the 87 of JP Big Dogs. We got the 70 of Katsu. And then we're back around to, I believe that's everybody. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, Brady in the 12. I believe he won actually fairly recently as well. Can't remember which race it was that he won. I cannot for the life of me remember which race it was that I remember watching him win in this series. It might have been the National Series at Talladega. Yeah, I don't have a list of it where every single driver won, but he won recently, I'm pretty sure. Brady in that number 12 truck. I feel like it was in the number 12 truck, so I think it had to have been the Truck Series. But I don't think that was Talladega. Was that Talladega? It might have been Talladega. Because I remember watching him win, and I wasn't actually around last week, so... Yeah, here we go. While the rest of motorsport is on hold, we've got at least some virtual racing here. It's not the same, and we know it's not the same, but... at least it's here for us though to have some engines revving. And there we go, the 18 fumbles it. 18 is going to drop down 2 spots as they go 3 wide behind. 88 looking to try and attack now on the 18 as the 18 goes and gets put in the wall by the 88. And that's going to allow a lot of others to go on by him. So yeah, right now though, Lions, he got Bob out of his way, but the problem is with the way that he got Bob out of the way, it also allowed guys like J-Prev here to stay right on the back bumper and not really be slowed up any. So here we go. You gotta watch that apron, because that apron, it can bite some of even the best drivers here on the game. You could literally be the best driver in the game and still get caught out by it. Here we go, let's see, going into the corner. I'd say that, I mean, these two, they are 2 of the best so far, all season long. And of course, it's the second round of the playoffs, so hopefully, these guys are gonna want to win this one. Of course, I don't actually know how the win in you advance. I think it's win in you're in for the rounds of the playoffs. if, say, the 9 were able to win this one tonight, he would be through to the next round, even though I think he and Lions are pretty safely through in the top 6, assuming they don't either miss a race or have a catastrophe. If they have a catastrophe and they miss a race, well, if they have a catastrophic race or 2, I think that's the only way they'd really have much of a shot at losing it. I think J-Prev even has a full race over the cut line, from what I've heard, in bonus points, so might need to look at the bonus point system of maybe not give so many, but I don't know. Yeah, right now, though, these guys, they're really running down this pink one. I believe that is, actually, I think that's emphatic, which is going to make it really, I don't know how hard the 29 is really going to try and lap him if he's not forced. Now, granted, he's actually now getting passed by the 9, so he's pretty much in a position where he's going to have to force the issue, especially if he can get up to him. But, I mean, those two, they very much know each other, though, the 59 and the 29. And I don't necessarily know how much or how little 29 would want to. Because it's some of those cases where it's like, okay, if you can avoid lapping your buddy, do you? Or do you go and just absolutely try and run them as hard as you can because you know them, and you know if you were in the same, if the roles were reversed, they would race you as hard as they could. I guess that'll be something for them to figure out for themselves, but I'd say probably early on, I'd say they'd probably try and be at least somewhat nice to each other, as here we go, Bailey coming out of the pits. And, there we go, there goes that 59 having another issue on the front straightaway, and that's going to be another wreck, and still no caution flags for any of the stuff that's happened so far. Now, I'm sure they have caution flags on, but yeah, still no yellow, still staying green flag, and now they're coming up on the 70 of Blitzkrieg here. What does Blitz do in this position? I don't remember if he's still in the hunt for the championship or not, but for sure he's a lap car, but he was definitely up there leading the race earlier on while Lions was trying to get by Bob. And at the time it was for second, but it ended up being for the lead. Here we go, Blitzkrieg in the fence, so that's going to be another car in the fence, and a lot of the guys able to get by him without much effort. Now that, here we go, we've got the trucks big 3 here. Yeah, we got Lions, J-Prev, and JP Big Dogs. Oh, Lions goes and punts the 9 into the wall. And probably good because, it looks like the 87 was coming into the pits, and it looks like, might have been, no, those two aren't teammates. I was thinking that, yeah, there's a couple teammates working together coming on pit strategy coming in, but no, there we go. The 9 and 87, they aren't teammates, but they do come into the pits together, and it looks like the 70 also has decided to come now down pit road, as well as, wow, a lot of people. Novus coming. Wow, we got a lot of guys here tonight. Emphatic appears to still be out. Sporter just getting to his pit stall as the 9 is leaving. So here we go. Let's see. Where does the 9 going to cycle out in respect to the 29? I believe he is probably 2 laps down if I had to guess. Okay, so he is just about on the edge of either 1 or 2 laps down. No, wait, no, that's D-Prev. There we go. There's there's Lions. So it looks like he has. So it looks like he might just about have JP Big Dogs 1 lap down, or no, 2 laps down, because 2 laps down is pretty much a guarantee. Oh, they've slowed it down for a yellow flag, it looks like. So it looks like a bunch of guys pitting right before the yellow. That's very unfortunate to see a caution flag in the middle of the cycle. So yeah, So, pretty good racing though so far. It looks like JP Big Dog's been told to slow down. Let's see if I can get a lap count update here real quick from the stream that we do have going on. And if it's going to be sent even somewhat updated from the fact that I haven't actually been able to get it to work too well for the most part. Yeah, no, I can't. Looks like they're on lap 38 or so. Just trying to figure out what all is going on because I've not been able to actually use the mixer stream to actually get consistent updates. So I think we're on like lap 40 or so. So we got about 15 laps to go in stage 1. And here we go. We're seeing the guys who have yet to pit coming into the pits. And there goes the wave around, which is most of the field. So let's see, who's going to win the race off pit road and going to lead the field to the green flag here. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be Lyons getting out in front. And now he's going to pull up in front of the field. So there we go. He will lead the field to the green flag. Not seem to find this guy's mixer link at all, or can't seem to use his link for anything other than literally watching it in the Facebook browser, which is not the most efficient way to keep track of it. Let's see if I can. Okay, green flag appears to have come back out there, so we're back to green flag racing. Meanwhile, I'm going to try and get us a lap count. So, right now though, 28 and 88 battling it out for the race lead. But yeah, so Lyons there gets clear of the 88, and will now try and pull away and leave him. So here we go. Let's see what we've got here. Because looks like, yeah, we got about 10 laps left in the stage. So we will see an automatic yellow flag come out here within the next 5 or so laps, I just say. Because these laps click by so quickly. But here we go. Joe looking to try and steal the stage win here. Of course, if Joe is able to steal that stage win, that'll also be another bonus point he'll carry into the round of 6, going towards that round of 4, trying to make the final 4 in the series. High. So, right, man. So yeah, I got absolutely no clue on lap count because Mixer's deciding to not be easy and cooperative. So yeah, so I'm just gonna give up on trying to find a lap count because I feel like I'm missing way too much in the race to be fiddling around trying to get a lap count, even though I think a lap count is pretty much imperative here. Because there's no way to really keep track of a lap count with laps here clicking by roughly every 15 seconds or so. Here we go, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see it. Is that gonna be when is Joe gonna slow up? Because he's got such a commanding lead right now, at least comparatively to how everybody's been all race long so far. It's going to be a question of when does he slow up due to the automatic caution flag being thrown. Or I guess slow up due to the automatic checker, to the green and white checkers, because it isn't directly an automatic yellow. Well, it is technically, and there we go. Average Joe wins stage 1. So, Average Joe will be the first stage winner so far tonight. So we're just kind of waiting it out, waiting for them to chime in, pick what they actually want to do with their stuff. And there we go, D-Prev on the front row. So there we go, D-Prev and Lions are on the front row together. Lions led him to the green flag, and no one wanted that top side until we got to the corner where everybody had to start slowing up. No one wanted that outside lane. Everybody was avoiding it like the plague. There. And in the end, I think it's done a pretty good job. I think the top side probably pretty useful still, especially if everybody else is avoiding it, because then you have clean air in the corners, hence why they decided to try and go up there in the corners. And even here we go, Lions kind of dragging the rest of the field up off that bottom about a lane or so. So right now, though, it definitely looks like Lions has actually been the one to pull away this time. I mean, he has not pulled away like a massive amount to any degree, but right now, compared to the 4 guys behind him who are all nose to tail on each other, he's got at least a bit of breathing room there. Right now, everybody's just kind of, uh-oh, blitzkrieg. Down to the inside and stops. Wow. I don't know if they were forcing him to make some kind of stop and go penalty or something. It seemed very odd of a penalty to be handing out mid-race like that. Not sure if he just slipped there and then decided to park it for a little bit. Oh, and there he goes. Okay, so it seems like that might have been lag, or he might have had to go. And here we go. Right together, it's Lyons and Joe. Who's gonna get the edge? Oh, Joe hit that apron just a little bit there. And here we go. Through the corners. Oh, and we got D-Prev there spinning at the back of the pack. So D-Prev goes for a spin. Meanwhile, his team owner trying to go ahead and take the win here, or at least the lead here late in this one. Of course, he was your stage 1 winner. It's really unfortunate there for D-Prev to have lost all that time. Now, I guess the big question is, what's he going to do when they get back around to him? Because, yeah, they aren't too far behind D-Prev here. I mean, just kind of keeping an eye posted on it. It definitely seems like one that could end up playing into a lap car situation. But here we go, they're actually already up to emphatic. Wow. Okay, so he was 4 laps down and he decided to back out. Okay, fair enough, I guess. So yeah, so it sounds like no hard feelings. Got wrecked early and ended up. Well, I missed something. And all that. Oh, and JP Big Dog's into the inside wall. I think Average Joe might actually be the leader now. I think the Lions had an issue of some kind. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, Lions is behind them. I don't know if that means that Lions is the leader or if he is or if he's actually dropped behind them. I mean, I can't imagine he pulled that much of a gap that quick, so I would say probably that the Lions is falling back, but let's see, going back, coming off the corner. And it looks like it's Joe, Brady, and then the rest. I think it's Joe, Brady, Joe, Brady, and then J-Prev battling with, I believe that was Bob for the position. Yeah, Bob and J-Prev, they're battling it out. I don't really have any preference left in this one because my guy's already out the race. I'll be completely honest. I'm a big Katsu fan, Blitzkrieg fan, big fan of his, and he's already out the race, so I really don't have anyone to root for here. So I guess I'll just keep commentating. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate though to see him being the first one out. Of course, got some lap cars that the leaders are actually having to mire their way through. But right now, Lions is absolutely stuck in lap traffic right now. Now he's going to try and challenge Sporter here for a position. And I wonder how someone like JP Big Dogs is going to react to being a lap car. they're going to catch. Now, I'm sure D-Prev here will gladly move out the way of the 88. Now, what does JP Big Dogs do there? But yeah, so at least we didn't cancel unlike everybody else, which I guess them canceling really wasn't that much of an option for them, but gives us kind of something to say that, hey, at least we didn't cancel, so hey, if you guys were just bored and looking for something to watch, thank you guys for checking us out here at the Misfitz Racing League here tonight. But yeah, right now it's just how a lot of the action is going to come once the 88 gets to the back bumper of his teammate, and in particular to the next car. Oh, here we go. Oh, someone came right out on track. Oh, they're in. Okay. That was like a very Kurt Busch-esque thing to do. For a should-be front runner, getting in with her, going in, rubbing doors and starting stuff with lap cars. Oh, and here we go. 87 comes in, 88 stays out. So how long does the 87, or how long does the 88 stay out, knowing that he's gonna pretty much be guaranteed losing time, and even some of his teammates have already come in? How long are they gonna stay out and continue to run? Man, sorry about that one, guys. But yeah, so here we go. As kind of expected, the 39 let his teammate by, and actually, to be honest, right now there isn't any real traffic there. Now, I guess the question will be, where is JP Big Dogs when all this cycles out? Because of course he and Joe were about to be in a pretty close battle. Right now, I would say probably staying out is going to be, I think right now, staying out is probably losing you time, almost certainly, and it's probably losing you quite a bit as well. I guess it'll just come down to how many laps down do you have everybody, and how much longer can you potentially stay out. Here we go, another batch of cars coming to pit road. That's and Bailey in the 48, and that is Lyons in the 29. So that's one of the guys that was up in the front, coming in and making a pit stop. So now here we go, J-Prev gets in behind the 60. Certainly not going to be too happy with getting held up after his teammate already got held up. Lyons coming out right around JP Big Dogs and Bob, so he's gonna get right up in there, and JP Big Dogs is gonna be right back in the battle. Oh, and Bailey left, so I think he might be out the race officially now. Is the 48? Yes, the 48 is officially out of the race, so that's two drivers officially out. Bob comes to pit road. Average Joe has come in, so I know this might seem a little bit boring and pointless, but we're gonna wait and we're gonna see just where the 88 cycles out compared to this compared to this 87 and some of these other guys, because we saw quite a few of them cycling around. And here we go. It looks like he might actually have lost the lead there to Lyons if Lyons was remote. was remotely close. Now Lions is closer to JP Big Dogs on actual position-wise, like not even play if he was more than like half a lap down. I think then I think the 88 would still be the leader in that case, but I just don't know. So annoying because the link to the mixer stream just will not work anywhere near consistently enough to actually watch and actually get a lap count or anything from it. Let's see if I can get even a rough lap count. So it looks like try and see where. Okay, so Lions. So it looks like it's Average Joe, Novice, Lions, Brady, J-Prem, your top 5. So Lions actually in third here trying to lap. So it looks like they actually gained time by not pitting earlier. I don't really know how that worked. I guess just kind of being able to be out in clean air when everybody else was in the pits making their pit stop, and then everybody else coming out in clusters and whatnot. Not really sure, but man, it had to have come down to in and out laps, but let me see if I can pull it up on my computer, because I'm trying to broadcast, but this it's not working to try and get this stream to actually show me what I'm looking for. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now I've actually got it working. Okay, there we go. So now I actually have a lap count. Hopefully this stream is about to improve a bit. Now that I actually can have something to be energetic about. Here we go. It appears like... Okay, so I think the stage is coming to an end here pretty soon. I don't know how soon. And it looks like... Oh, right there. So Joe goes and sweeps the stages. So Average Joe will sweep the stages at Bristol. Lions got third. Novice got second. Okay, so Brady fourth. And then the fifth and final points position went to J-Prev, who is actually also the lucky dog. So, man, 4 guys on the lead lap. Are you kidding me? JP Big Dogs, the dominator of the truck series, 4 laps down. Wow. I mean, that makes a statement. I mean, how many? I've lost count of how many races that guy's won already this year. And he's 4 laps down. I think he won Bristol earlier this year. For crying out loud. I mean, he won Bristol earlier this year. Waiting to kind of see. It looks like everybody's coming to pit road. Yeah, everybody just confirmed they are indeed all going to pit road. And right now, 5 guys are on the lead lap. So all the way back to 5th place, which is J-Prev, who is actually tailing to the field right now. It's the first 2 rows and the 9 car. And that's your entire lead lap. So right now, if I'm the 9 car, I'm trying to talk to all these lap cars, especially guys like, unfortunately, JP Big Dogs, and say, hey, you guys are 3-4 laps down. How about you guys help me get to the help or let me by so I can get to the front to battle with the guys that I actually need to battle with, rather than me potentially getting into you guys unnecessarily to get up to the front. Because yeah, right now J-Prev is just having to frantically try and get by all these guys from the back to the front. Right now, he and Bob are in a pretty deadlock battle there, and gets put in the wall. Oh, massive pile up. Joe is upside down. Hopefully the driver of the 88 is all right. Okay, it looks like he is all good. And that will put D-Prev back in the lead lap. So that will bring it to 6 drivers in total on this lead lap. And that will get J-Prev up there with the rest of them for the restart. Still feels so weird to be in a position where we've got 6 lead lap cars total. Now we might see some of these guys take waiver rounds to try and also get laps back, but there will still only be 6 guys on the lead lap because everybody else will be 2 or more laps down, or is currently 2 or more laps down. Now let's see, did anyone stay out to... No, everybody was able to get a waiver round, so now Bob and Faddick are battling it out for the free pass position. So, and they're on the same row, okay. Well, that's fun. And that will actually start the free pass car up towards the field a bit, up towards the front of the field a bit more. Now, if I was someone on that lead lap, I would have stayed out to try and keep some of these guys further from the lead lap, but here we go. J-Prev leading from Brady. Trying to remember where it was that Brady was able to get the win. I honestly cannot remember. But here we go. But yeah, so right now though, oh, we got a spinner there. That's emphatic. Emphatic spins down the track, and I believe he is all. Here we go. Lyons looking for that. Looking to try and up his position here, so Lyons side by side with the 12 of Brady going into the turn. There we go. We got a little bit more energy now in the stream now that I actually have some actual data to go off of to know what I'm actually talking about. Because man, this is exciting. I mean, second race of their second round of their playoff starts tonight with this race, and then I believe they're slowing it up. Man, manual caution out there. So manual meaning that they don't have the yellow flag out, but they are going to show the yellow flag procedure. So we are going to have a slight amount of downtime, and we are going to see probably oh wait, who was the highest car 1 lap down? I wonder. Yeah, it looks like it was Bob, as we saw Bob go rocketing by there to go get his lap back. So, oh, I forgot to save the update I made earlier, so I'm gonna just quickly add the race logo in here. You're gonna have to do some on-the-fly editing, guys. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. Oop. Let's see if I can actually get this in a spot where it actually looks good. And where it's not too big and in your face. And there we go. That should be good enough. That should be good and not in your face too much. Okay, so here we go. So I believe we have the okay, so the drivers that are in the that are still in the chase here. So we got Sporter in the 60, Average Joe in that 88, Brady in the 12. Novus in the oh, what number is Novus? Novus is the 28. Bob in the 18. J-Prev, Lyons, JP Big Dogs will be your guys going for this championship tonight. Well, tonight and over the next several weeks, as long as you guys stay tuned. Ironically, I think that our season is probably going to end up ending right about the same time the actual NASCAR season comes back. And again, I don't know what they're planning or how long of an off season they're planning on, but I've heard literally everything under the sun for an amount of time. So here we go. Bunching it up, and green flag is out. The 9 car launches off the high side, and that's going to allow him to clear Lyons going into the turns. Let's see if that ends up being too much in the way, let me know, and I'll go ahead and move it. But I just figured that was not in the way too much, and it would be a place to just kind of put a race logo. My lap counter just had a bit of an issue, but we don't really need to be talking about laps right now, because here we go. The 29 right to the back of the 9 here, and this is going to be a move for trying to get to that race lead for him, because right now the race lead is only separated by a couple tenths of a second. Not even, well, essentially 1 truck length because the rear bumper to the front bumper is where you need to be to get the pass. So right now it's half a truck length. Literally side by side in these corners. Lyons entering low. So Lyons is entering low, trying to get this to work out for him. And J-Prev is entering high intentionally to try and make it work out for him. And they're actually fairly equal. So, I mean, we could potentially just see 2 very equal lanes here. And to be honest, that's one of the things I like about short track racing, in particular here and Richmond, because you do have a couple of different lanes that are just so even that it really doesn't matter where you go. If you've got a fast truck, you can make the pass, and if you don't have a fast truck, you aren't going to really be able to make too much, but you can hold serve. Like at Martinsville, if you end up on the outside lane, even if you got the fastest car in the world or fastest truck in the world, oh wait, it goes spinning. But yeah, if you have the fastest truck in the world and you get on the outside lane at Martinsville, you're still gonna be you're gonna be fast, but you're gonna be going backwards. Here, if someone takes you out of your respective lane, man, that looked like that was about to be a very big incident there for this 29. But yeah, here, if someone takes you out of your lane, you can usually, at the very least, hold serve, even if you aren't quite as good. But if you're at least close on power with the other guy that you're battling with, you can usually race it out pretty evenly, regardless of whether you get moved out your lane or not. Just kind of makes the bump and run not as much of a thing. But to be honest, I'm not entirely sure the bump and run is a necessity in short track racing. I know, I'm definitely in the minority there on that call for saying that, oh yeah, the bump and run is a non-necessity when it comes to short track racing. But really, I mean, yes, I think it's perfectly fine move to make if you're in a position where you can make it. I don't think it's a necessity to make good short track racing. I don't think you need to have a bump and run. And sure, if you guys want a bump and run, you definitely have a good shot of getting it in NASCAR on a short oval, but it is not a guarantee every single race, which is pretty. And hey, if we get a bump and run and hey, exciting drag race to the finish of this race, I'll be very happy with that. I just don't really see how it would happen, like with the way the physics work on the game and whatnot. And in general, I am in the camp of it. We don't need it necessarily to make a race good. Like for the Jeff Gluck polls, was it a good race or not? If a race has a bump and run at the end, you will pretty much always see that poll swing positive, even if the rest of the race was pretty mediocre at best. And here we go, Brady making the pass on, or attempting to make this pass for the millionth time on the 9. He's attempting to make that pass there. Now side by side, kind of same position he and Lyons are in. And it looks like the 12 might be looks like 12 is better to the middle of the corner, but oh, got loose up coming off the corner and smacks the inside fence. Kind of actually shoves Joe up into his teammate there because Joe was passing his teammate. But yeah. Yeah, so right now though, Brady is now back with Joe and whatnot, but let's see. Oh, there's actually a battle for the second position again. Man, another challenger has stepped up for the second position. So, despite we have a race with a 3-second lead, we've actually had pretty consistent action going on here for the spot. I mean, sure, we aren't seeing a pass for the win every single, or we aren't seeing passes for the lead all the time, but, and actually, I think, to be honest, Lyons has had probably the most mistake-free run, and we're seeing that by the fact that he has a pretty big lead. Let's see what we got here now. Going in deep, and man, that 28 trying to get to the inside of the 9. Oh, and the 87 into the outside wall. 9 flips the wall, goes low. 28 goes high. Again, beauties of short track racing when you add banking like this. Something where Phoenix kind of committed halfway on. I mean, Phoenix, if you want to increase your banking more, go ahead next time you get a repaving bill or a budget to repave. I would say that should be definitely one of the lists, is either flatten it back out or raise the banking like Bristol. Basically just dependent on what they want to do. Like if they want to make their track more like a Martinsville or a New Hampshire, flatten the banking out. If you want to make it more like a Dover or a Bristol, raise the banking. But just kind of having it in the middle, it's kind of like a worse Richmond, to be honest, because, I mean, they're about the same length when you factor in that everybody uses a shortcut on here. They don't necessarily in the actual races, but they do on the game. They all use that, you know, the shortcut all the time. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Man, J-Prev actually doing really well to hold him off here. We've got about 40 laps left in this one here. So 40 laps to go, and we got about a 4.5 second lead on the field for everybody. Let me just make sure that you guys can hear me. Yeah, okay, so you guys can hear me on the screen. Okay. Just wanted to double, triple check because I've had that, you know, bite me in the backside quite a few times. Here we go. There goes Lyons getting around D-Prev there. But yeah, right now though, I'm really just very interested in the battle for second. Because J-Prev, he's been one of the faster guys up there with Lyons most of the time, but I mean, Lyons has just not put a wheel wrong all. Oh, and there we go, the 9 car. As I was saying, the 29 is yet to put a wheel wrong all night, to my knowledge. And here we go, the 29 and the 9 and the 28 trying to catch the 29, and they're both making mistakes and hitting that wall fairly frequently. But they're fairly even on the number of mistakes that they're making. But how long is JP Big Dog is going to want to just kind of sit there and let these two battle it out for them amongst themselves versus going and actually trying to do it? Oh, looks like either a caution or Lyons is slowed down for some reason. It looks like though it will be a manual caution here once again. And I would go tune into some drivers' radios, but as I've said, I think in a couple of different videos, I can't actually, I'm not going to, purely on the fact that I don't know what YouTube's stance is on the C word in live streams, but I know they don't like it in videos, promotion-wise. I mean, I'm not at the point yet where I'm monetized and making money off videos and whatnot, but I just don't want to see the series hampered promotion-wise, because I decided to listen into someone's radio and they said the C word that YouTube doesn't really like people talking about right now. And oh, there we go. The 29 goes and smacks the yeah, it goes and smacks the inside wall and is going to do some damage to his truck there. It's really unfortunate there, because that'll, first off, that'll demote him, I believe, to second place, waiting an extra time round. Or not even the second. He's going to be well down the, well, as well down the order as well down the order gets when you've got a driver like the 29 who is just so far ahead of everybody else, but then comes in and we've got so many guys on the lead lap. And right now, JP Big Dogs looks to be lining up on the, is JP Big Dog back on the lead lap? No, wait, no, there we go. JP Big Dogs is falling back to the back of the field. Joe is coming up. I think they might have accidentally lapped Joe in the process. Looks like Sporter now going around. I'm not really sure what the deal is now. And the 29's back on the front row. Looks like the 28 decided to come back down pit road as well. Now you got the 12 going around. To be honest, this just looks like disorganized chaos. So right now, Lyons is the leader, so yeah, it looks like all those guys might have been accidentally lapped under the yellow flag. Like lapped after the yellow flag already came out. So here we go, grouping it back up. And here they all come to the green flag. Green flag is out, possibly. No, it looks like they waved it off. So they waved off the green flag to wait for some of these guys to catch back up to the field. So let's see. It looks like JPrev actually isn't even on the front row anymore. Okay. Not really sure what the procedure was, but green flag should be out now. And we see him racing into turn one, and Novice was actually, I guess, allowed to get his spot back. I'm not really sure what the procedure was to end up with those two ending up on the front row together. Man, then we just got so many guys now back on the lead lap that you gotta be careful if you're gonna go for a spin, because you're gonna lose all those positions. Pretty much a guarantee. And of course, with under 30 laps to go, you can't really make that many laps back up if we do have even a rash of yellows. I mean, you lose. Let's say you end up spun down the pit road, even the wrong pit road, so you're not. Let's say you spin down the wrong pit road. I think that's roughly a 30-second disadvantage you lose. I mean, 30 seconds. That's essentially 2 laps, pretty much. 2.5 laps. Then you would end up losing. Getting those 2 laps back is going to be pretty hard based on the amount of cautions we've seen. Unless they just decide to wave you around and give you 2 back under one of the yellow flags. But we don't even have any more guaranteed yellows. I mean, the stages are over. We might be seeing a race to the finish. We might see, as we saw earlier, we might see Lions pull out a 4 or 5 second lead here over the course of the run. 25 laps to go for anyone that's curious. We have have 25 to go. And here we go, coming around the corners. And they're really just rocketing it here. And let's see, 23 to go. We're going to see 23 to go this time as we see Bob goes heels looking to the inside here on the number 9. Is that actually... let's see. Where's Bob in the lineup? Here we go. So Bob goes heels. I think Lyons was actually the poles that are even, so he didn't even put a wheel wrong in practice or qualifying either. But yeah, so right now we're seeing Bob trying hard to get to that inside on the 9, but he just was not able to get there. Oh, Joe slides. Is that going to be a crash? No, I don't see a crash, so I think we're definitely gonna maintain the theoretical green. Essentially the game is not gonna throw a yellow for that, so I think we're all good. Yes, he has made it to pit road, so we are probably... Oh, no, wait, no, they're throwing the caution, okay. I thought when I saw him come to pit road, I thought, okay, so they're gonna throw the caution, let him get caught back up, and then throw the... and then let him go and get his pit stop done under yellow so he doesn't lose laps. I guess someone didn't tell that to him, or they called the yellow flag as he was entering pit road. I mean, that seems kind of a bit dubious whenever you see someone pull down the pit road after wrecking and then coming down as they get a yellow flag. Like, especially as it was a manual yellow, not an automatic from the game. Because I can understand, okay, sure, the game makes mistakes where sometimes it'll throw a yellow as someone's entering the pit road and gives them a massive advantage. But if that ends up being the case here and Average Joe ends up taking a lead off of this call, I definitely would say that would be the wrong call for them to make. Actually, it looks like he might have been a lap down, actually. Not really sure. We're going to have to see, I guess, what happens here. There we go. J-Prev and Lyons are on the front row. Okay. Sporter is coming up to 3rd. Not really sure what Sporter thought he was doing there. He's dropping back now. So let's see. Right now, Joe and D-Prev are on the same row. And it looks like, besides a fairly accelerated pace lap here, and I'm sure some guys getting a little bit antsy here as we're getting down towards 15 to go. I mean, a lot of these guys are going to start getting antsy here, getting ready for these green flags. I mean, each one, it's going to be less and less laps to go. Every single time. Let's see what we do have here. Man. 9 definitely trying. But I think, to be honest, the 29's been the best car all day. I think, if anyone at this point, other than the 29 wins it, I think, to be honest, I'd probably look at that as a fairly lucky win. Because I think in order to get by that 29, you're either going to need a 2-lap restart where anything can happen, and or either a mistake or someone taking the 29 out. You'd need a mistake, which we haven't seen all night from Lyons, or you'd need someone to take Lyons out. Now, maybe on a 2-lap restart, you might not need someone to do that, because 2-lap restart at Bristol, anything can happen. That's a 30-second, essentially, victory dash on a late race caution like that one for a green-white checker here. right now, Bob Goes Heels kind of mired back. As we're getting ready to get 11 to go this time. 11 to go. And now man, they're just so fast here. It's like, okay, we can. So, Lions isn't really pulling away from J-Prep like he was. But to be honest, I don't think he really needs to. I mean, I think just mind the gap. And just hold on to it. I mean, in all honesty, I do not see a situation in which I don't see a situation in which these guys really would need to really build up some sort of massive gap, because the only thing a massive gap would really be for would be, I guess, to try and not face a challenge. But to be honest, I'd rather not have to worry about lap cars and just kind of mind the gap than I would actually having to race lap cars, because you don't know. I mean, you never can guarantee what a lap car is going to do. Like, sure, they can say they'll do something, and usually they will be nice and actually do it, but there is no way to 100% guarantee what a lap car is going to do. And I guess in this case, where Lions has clear track, I'd say just go for it. Just run as fast a pace you can. And say, because I guess the bragging about, oh yeah, I won by like 4 seconds or whatever. And of course, if you get a caution flag, that will erase any sort of lead that you had. Now, question is are we going to get a caution here? Maybe between these two racing for second, we're going to see someone get very aggressive and potentially turn the other. I mean, that could very easily be a thing that happens, but I'm really kind of curious to see what's going to happen here between these two. Here we go, side by side, 4 second. The 9's going to lead it off the corner. I mean, they're just getting ever closer to this magical number of the end of the race. And Paddock's already called it quits for the night. He's been having a pretty rough night, so I kind of understand him backing out. Not wanting to be a lap car. So we've got 2 laps to go, so this race is pretty much guaranteed to end here. Okay, where is the... Okay, so here we go. 29 Alliance coming out at 3 and 4 to take the white flag here. White flag is out, and this is essentially the victory lap for him. He's going to come off of this corner. Even if the yellow flag were to come out, it would end the race here. And coming through 3 and 4 for the final time. Lions Mutt 18 will go to victory lane here in Bristol and punch his ticket to the next round. Not to the championship 4, to the round of 6. Usually have an extra round in here that I'm used to commentating. So we got round of 6 next. So we got 2 more races into this round. But yes, Lions will punch his ticket to the next round, to my knowledge. I believe that's how it is. If it's not, Joe will probably tell me about it later, and I'll still be confused, because that's typically how stuff goes. People explain to me stuff, I pay attention, and then it still makes no sense come race day the next time. So the final finishing order was Lions, Brady, J-Prev, Extreme Sporter, Novice. Oh, and it goes away on me. But massive congratulations to all the guys that competed tonight, especially Lions, who got the win. Thank you guys all for watching as well, and I will see you guys in the next race broadcast video, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Potentially check out some other racing content on my channel, but that's all from me for tonight, and I will see you guys